Hey, what's happening, guys? Back at you with another one. You guys already know what this is. I'm trying to build that bird aviary slash flight cage. We won't call it a little flight cage. I don't think it's gonna be as big as an aviary. It's not gonna be big. And my little table when we're building. My nephew gave me a ride at the store, so we just barely came back from Home Depot. Spent about $1.90 on this chair with the table and the bird cage and some other little small minor stuff that I got. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting started on building this. So see you guys in a few right now. And we're back. This time I'm doing the new table. This time I'm doing the table for the bottom of the birdie cage. So we're gonna be starting on the birdie cage now. Already done the measurements. You need 3 2x4s, one for the legs, and then 2 for the sides. So I'm gonna be doing 4x4 by 4x4. Since I'm gonna be doing the inside like that, so all those can sit nice and flush on top. I'm gonna be doing like I did on the table, removing 3 inches from each cut. But on this one, I'm just gonna make 2 cuts right here, just step 3, so I can have this whole full piece, just in case I need it for something else. But yeah, that's what you're gonna need. This one of them will be cut into 4 foot, and then this one's gonna be cut into 4 foot as well, which will be this line. But then you're gonna remove 3 inches this way and 3 inches this way from 2 of them. You'll see right now once I make the cuts. 1 second. Might as well videotape it. So I'm gonna put my phone on the table. If it does vibrate a lot, I do apologize. Let me see if I can adjust it a bit. Right there. Okay. Throw this aside. I do only have 2 clamps for it now. That's all I need. This is fine. Probably gonna move it. Perfect. You want to put on your safety glasses. Get your clamps. So the first one up. Okay. It's nice and sturdy. I'm gonna put another one back here just in case, since I do have 2. Carlos, now she ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said back in the day, she ain't going nowhere. All right. Now put her down on the 0. Make sure she's nice and flush. Just like that. You do her just like that, and then you release the clampos. You know what I mean? You extend out another little 3 inches. Put the clamp on again. I'm just gonna put one just to make this faster. Line her up again to the 0 line. And you have your 2 pieces of equal length. Now, like a little piece of scrap wood over here. Move on to your next plank. Next measurement, I'm going to put these maybe over here. Clamp her down. Don't give her too many cranks because they are Harbor Freight, remember? I didn't buy no warranty on the damn cranks. On the clamps, but they are $4 a piece. Line her up. Let her eat. Make another little minor cut. Guess there was just a little bit too much on there, eh? As a Canadian might say. Órale, Holmes. One more rip. Okay. Well, that's in the way. I'm always worried about recording too much or stuff like that. I'm sure you can see me, homie, but if you can, I'm right here. I don't even know where that piece went. But I'll tell you what, hella salt doesn't wear my motherfucking eye. Ooh-wee. Must have been a damn fan behind me. Alright. Now that I removed its sliver, let's see how she is now. Oh, nice and even. Okay. Now that I have that, I'm going to be putting these on the inside. Real quick. Yeah, these are the outside ones. These are the inner ones. Sure you can see me too well, but see what I'm doing over there. But if not, you see I tried. So that's how wide how big the bird cage is gonna be. Oh yeah. They're gonna have hella space, brother. Big old casa. And I'm gonna be sitting those on top of here. And then I'm gonna be making the legs out of that. It's gonna be 2 foot high. And then the rest of the cage is gonna be 4 foot tall. But all right, let me not make this video more longer. Those are some cuts. I'm gonna be cutting those as well to 2 footers. Using them as legs, maybe throwing that on top, then the frame on the bottom. So, what's it right now? Let me see. All right, I built the frame and I set the 2x4. I mean you can do the wide view angle. You gotta remember to keep it in that wide view because it's too close. I did get a little error right there, but it's nothing big. I could always get some glue and throw that little notch in there, back in there. But then I'm gonna put a screw right there. Or a little more over here, depending on this fucking notch. I didn't even see that. And one in there, one there, and one there. I don't think it's too close. I don't think you'll need one in here, just a waste. Maybe one in the center, and then repeat the process in the bottom. So one in the center, one in the center. There's no 2x4s in the center there, so just around the edges right there. So let me flip it over, finish it up, and then we'll start cutting those legs and put them on there. And I'll show you the big base. Actually, it could be a big table, actually. We could build a nice table out of this. Build for the outside. Longer legs. Put a quick table for the outside. Staple up. Picnic sheet on there or something, you know. All right, but let me finish this up real quick. Hold on. Okay. There's the finished product. Excuse the mess again. I'm too lazy to clean. I can't be multitask like that right now. Ando bien chingo. But you know what, let me give you the wide view angle. I might make the table look a little smaller. But comparing it to a bird cage like that they're gonna be in, to one like this, Chico. Yeah, 4 foot by 4 foot, 4 foot tall, 2 foot length. I mean the legs are 2 foot. You know, nice and sturdy for some fucking parakeets. Shit, I could probably even lay on top of it, and then it'll fall. No, but yeah. Whoops, looks like I forgot to put some screws on this side. Right here. For that one. But I am running low on screws, so that's probably all it's going to get total for now. But okay, let me start measuring these up and then making some frames. I'm going to make one frame here, one frame back there, and one frame for over here. And then the front, I'm going to build it right now once as I do it. So let me get these cut and turn into frames, and I will show you right now. All right. I do not own the rights to this music because my mom's boyfriend is cleaning out his car and he's bumping his shit. So here's some music, YouTube, but it's not me, all right? Well, it's not no video, but it ain't me. It ain't me. All right. Here's what I did. I made a frame. This outer board, 4 foot in total. This one was 4 foot, but I did what I did again what I did on all of them. So you got to knock out 3 inches for a total to be 4 foot on even corners. So it'll fit flush on this wire, which I'm actually going to be putting on top. So this should be going on the bottom. SL. You know what I mean? I'm going to bust out the Stanley right now. And with the correct measurements, this doesn't give me any trouble. Okay. The right measurements, your walls should fit in there nice and flush. So this will be one of my walls. I'm going to be cutting it right here so I can have this space to staple. I might even cut it right here, right at the very edge. You know? Or right here. Right where these end. And yeah. I'm going to staple these on there. I'm going to be making 3 of the same corners just like it, to sit on top of the table that I just built. And then the front one will be a little bit different. I'll show you that one once I get them done. But let me finish up all the rest of these 3 corners. Alright guys, I ran out of screws. So there's the last one. I ran out of screws to finish up one of the walls, as I was saying that I was gonna make, that I was making. Freaking sawdust all over my garage. It was damn goat all over the place. Better be trying that cord. You end up like my damn pit bull last time. Chewing on the damn electrical cord, left the dog inside the house, chewed the electrical cord, ended up with a chewed up freaking tongue and shit. But here's how it's coming out. Here's one frame. I'm doing the chicken wire through the inside so it looks more neater, and making different frames for it. This is freaking go get out of my damn way. Sorry, God, dude. I'm tired of this shit. Well, there's that one right there. There's these walls. I'm going to be repeating the process over here with that one that I'm building over there. Like I said, I ran out of screws. Hold on one second. That one over there. There we go. And now there's, this is going to be the other side. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Get off there. And then compared to that little cage to this big ass thing, dude. Right here's what the front door is going to be. It's going to be kind of low so I can get in there and rake everything out. I was going to put vinyl down there, but it's more money. I could just put some newspaper down and shit like that, whatever. But once it rots and everything, I'll build another one. Ain't nothing. But yeah, here's this. This is what I've done so far. You're going to want to frame it. Measure these ones are going to be 45 inches. These are going to be 48, which is actual 4 foot. It's going to be your length. For your inner board, it's going to be 45. I'm going to have to put another staple right here because it's a little bit open. Right there, easy. It's a little bit open. I'm going to go in through the inside and put another staple on there. But yeah, that's it for right now, guys. Until tomorrow when I go get some more screws and whatever other little things I need. Look at her getting comfy. Snickers! YouTube goat name from Blake's Exotic Ranch and Flair and all kinds of other people. Whoever has goats probably name their goat Snickers due to old Blake's Exotic Ranch. At least that's the first place I heard it. calling their goat Snickers. I'm pretty sure you called your goat Snickers from before that, but that's where I heard it. So, yeah, whole Snickers over there too. I got my own Snickers. But yeah, gotta clean up out here and check out on these rabbits, see if they got food and all that stuff. Check on my chickens. But yeah, let me quit making this video any longer and see you guys tomorrow morning. All right, guys, it took me a little while because I had to get some errands done today. But I went and got me some plywood because I got to do another project. This time I got me some cheaper plywood. This one was like 13 something. This one was 18 something. It's a little bit, this one's a little bit thicker than this one. Well, I mean, I don't see much of the difference, but this does feel more splintery, more cheaper. This one has the smooth finish on top. So I guess it's probably more preferred for like other stuff. Maybe, I don't know, roofing or something. I don't know what this shit is for. I've probably seen this in making when they make sheds or some shit. And then I got the 2x4s that I needed to strengthen my table because it was kind of open in the middle. And so I'm going to be finishing up these frames real quick and unboxing some stuff real quick that I bought. I bought me a DeWalt set, some better shears, some little stuff for the parakeets I'm going to put on the cage, some mealworms for my chickens, and I'm going to be doing an unboxing video on a leaf blower that I bought. So let me get started on finishing up these frames as I was last night, which is just putting on the bottom half because I got me 2 more boxes of screws now, so I'll be ready. And put this down over there. So let me get these done, and once I have the other wall up, I'll show you real quick. All right. Here's the frame that I did. This is going to be the left-hand side frame. What you do is you make yourself your frame, right? You put your 45-inch planks and your 48-inch planks, or whatever fucking boards you want to call them and shit while you're turning it out, ching on and shit. Then you put drill 2 pilot holes. Like I got a cheap ass drill, the $20 drill from Walmart. You know what I'm saying, boys, on a budget, but with some good bits that I got me some DeWalt bits, the $15 ones from Home Depot. It comes with some DeWalt bits and a couple of I'll try to talk to those right now. Hold on. Here's so you do the frame, right? And then you go around and you put it under the fencing like that. Make sure it lines up on the corners, everything nice and well. Then you go around and do a staple. You get with the staple gun and go all the way around, put your staples, and once you're done, you're gonna want to cut like around right here, maybe this line. Staple job ain't that good because I was trying to rush it real quick, but I'm gonna go in there with a hammer and finish it. The staple gun is not meant to do rapid work, but it does put the staples in there good enough to where you just come back with a little small finishing hammer and give them a little love tap. I mean, it still makes your job way easier than having one of those little hand staples and going through those bullshit asses. You never know, unless you have one of those big heavy duty ones. Hand staples might work better than that, but I like the electric version of it. And yeah, but make sure you measure right because you might have those small wrinkles like that. You have to put extra staples in to hold their asses down. And I also, instead of using these little, I keep on fucking forgetting this thing, hyper tough shit. This is a fucking drill I got, $20 one. That's the little bit. These are the 2 ones that I'm using right now. Those are DeWalt's. I got them out of this little kit right here, which you can do stacks of. You can have the little stacks. That little kit right there, the Fat Max. Yeah, what's the damn package? Here it is. That one right there. Max Fit, not Max Fat. Whatever that was. All right, so those right there, and those were good because it's more easier. I could just put one of these on there, and instead of switching from a regular drill bit, which I was right here, and these like that, instead of switching in from those, which still work good, but it's better than switching it out. I could just easily pop this one in and then switch it and then pop this one way more faster. But it makes my life more easier. It was just $15 and shit like that. Got these at Walmart, $6. But yeah, let me cut that through. Oh yeah. And I got me a set of these. So now I got me some of those, some snips. Yeah, let me get her cut and set her on real quick. Alrighty. All right, guys. Excuse the messing, and I haven't been kind of busy, so I haven't got time to clean. But I'm gonna show you how I attach the walls now to it. I'm gonna put that part in there, you know, so it could be a full little, you know. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your frame on here. You're gonna line it up nice and well as much as you can. Push that in there. I guess you could probably maybe push that in there more, but once I do it with the screws, once I put the screws in through right here, because I'm going to put some screws in through this side so it can hold this side nice. And then I'm going to put one screw here in the middle, and then one screw here. Well, not about maybe 2 or 3 inches away from the wall, right? About right there. And that's all I'm putting. Even on these other ones I'll show you as well. You see there's 1, 2, and 3. And then 1, 2. Remember to put them on the edge because this is a little bit thinner. I messed up there. And 3. Alright, and that's how you do for those corners, and they're sturdy. Now that I got these clamped, like I said, you can get these at Harbor Freight, 12-inch clamps for $5. They come in real handy for stuff like this, where you gotta use one hand and drill with the other one, and you just you can't do it and you get all frustrated. It makes jobs much easier when you just got these little clamps. But yeah, let me show you real quick. My nephew's gonna videotape. Don't mind my panza because I do have a real short shirt on. Not real short, but it's kind of short, barrigas. But let me put on these. Let me show you how I do video right now. You get this right here, right? Pop this down. Pop her in there, pop it up. Nice and secure. I'm gonna eyeball it. You can do your measurements if you want. This is good for me. You put it all the way down because I got 3-inch screws. Luckily that helps. I put a clamp. You could use extra clamps. And then put one in the middle. It did kind of move, but it kind of fixes itself. And you probably caught on to my mistake right there, huh? You know how that moved? Hopefully that hole is now different from this one. But we're gonna find out. Get in the main picture. Where you at? Okay. Alright, now pop this down, pull your bit out. Man, we got some bad news on the goat, man. If you guys can tell me what's going on, if you guys know, my goat has diarrhea and she's looking real bad. I don't know if she ate something or I don't know, but we have no luck with goats. I'm gonna grab these 3 screws. They're kind of cheap, but they're exterior with wood. As I thought. You see how it's just slid a little bit that way? Because the hole was over there. Now this one's going to be a little bit more different. See? Struggle a little bit, but it's all good. As long as halfway went through, it's all gravy. Little mistakes will happen. We're not perfect. Hello. Good as bit. Then you release your clamp. Actually, yeah, this one's good because the bottom's done. We'll just leave the top one because I wanted to hold it there. And we'll switch again from the Phillips bit number 2 to, I don't know what size of bit this is. Oh, 1/8. No 1/8 bit. I'm using 1/8. Whatever fits your screw. I'm taking my 3 screws and the bit over there because I'm gonna do this quick. Concentrate over here, amigo, so you won't see my panza. Palos. Fault, no pressure behind it. Arriba, vale. And that takes much stress. off your cheap drill, if you have one, and you drill a pilot hole. Release your clamp, and she's set. There you go. Now what I do see though is my little 2x4 legs ain't. I don't know. I mean they'll hold. I'll put some more screws in there. I don't know. It's looking good though. I'm all sweaty. Check her out. Watch out. Compared to that little cage, what they're about to be in tonight. But alright guys, let me shorten this up. It's gonna be a long video, so hopefully you guys stick around. The top one, the top beam that goes right here on top. I measured it out to be 43.5 inches because I want these to come in together a little bit, and 43 seems to bring it in just good. But you see these are pretty wide. I can't drill a hole because there's screws right here on top. So what I did is I drilled a pilot hole. I mean a little pilot hole, I don't know what you call those, a jag. I don't know what the hell those things are called. But like this little professional fucking little, let me show you what I did. I don't even know what they're called when you're working on wood. I know what they are. But what you do is you do that and then you drill a little hole. See if it'll focus. Yeah, there you go. You drill a little hole, those are my measurements. Drill a little hole with the little one. Then you grab the little one, right? The 1/8. And you grab yourself a bigger one about the size of your screw head. So you can hide that screw in pretty good, right? You give it at a nice little angle. Bring her in first in like that. A little bit, and then you angle it like that. And you make you a nice little small pocket. As I did there. You see my damn phone, there it goes. And then, well, now you have one like that. But I did it on both sides. You want to do it on both sides? That squares match wonders. Right there. So that's how I'm going to be doing. Those are my little holes where they're going to be coming out. And that's going to be my little support. And it's going to be just as strong because I'm putting 4 screws as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing for that. That's how I did the top part. And I'm probably going to have to be doing it for the other ones that are going to go on right there too as well. More profis, pero so mira nice. All right. Let me get to screwing it on and I'll show you guys. Okay. Now I got the top piece in. See, when you buy cheap drills, you can't even get that freaking last screw in there, man. Shit. So I can have that little corner nice and flush. What I'm gonna do it by hand. That cheap ass drill won't do it. Piece of shit. But yeah, I got this in there. This is another 43 inches like the top one. That one's 43.5. This one's 43. And I do not know why those measurements, but I'm gonna cut off this little excess piece right here. I'm gonna cut it off because I put it wrong actually. So there's the top piece, nice and sturdy. I put this one in there. It looks, you wouldn't even need no screws, but I'm gonna make sure. So I drilled a hole with that big bit over there. I don't know what size it is, but one that fits your screw head that's bigger. And then after that, I got the little drill bit. Well, I drilled a little bit with the big one in there, but buy some good bits because those are those fuck. I keep forgetting that cheap ass brand. It's right in front of me. Hyper tough bits, cheap ass bits, shred your freaking wood. So you don't want that. I don't know why I did that, but probably because they're too close together and I'm using the wrong drill bit. I don't know what drill bit that is. It's a weird little drill bit. If you guys can tell me what that is, it's right there. Oh, there you go. That bit right there, the damn tip on it. But yeah, I drilled 2 holes with the big one. I went in there maybe a ½ inch to an inch in there, and then after that I did it with the little one. Went in there as much as that went in there, as much as that one in there, because I have the whiting. I have to zoom in real close to, and the whiting goes white. All right, and after I did that, I'm gonna grab 2 screws and put them in there and repeat the process. And I did eyeball it, so I can't give you no measurements. I just basically said that's the middle and that's the middle, and I drilled 2 holes back here like that, you know, eyeballing it, and that's how I did it. You could do it your own way. You can measure it. I don't have the time or the brains for it, so I'm gonna do it that way. So here's that, and that's how I'm gonna put that, and then I'm gonna put some mesh in through the inside right here. And then I'm gonna start working on the doors, which is, it's gonna be a foot. That's actually a foot and 3 inches because that measures 3 inches. So this is actually 1 foot, exactly 12 inches. I don't got my measuring tape. If not, I would have showed you. But yeah, so let me do that, and then looks like I'm almost done with it. So I'm just gonna be putting the roof. That's other mesh right here for the front, and then building the doors, and it's done. We'll start putting in the little wires and all that other stuff, the little toys, and let the birds in there. The reason I did it like that is so I could just open the big door. This door is going to be 3 foot, and the other one's going to be 1 foot, 12 foot. It's going to be a small ass door. And then this one over here. I don't know. I might make it a little bigger because this is 2 by 3 and not 2 by 2 like I originally. Sorry with my finger. Yeah. When you do hit this, remember to use a piece of wood so you won't damage yours. So you put the piece of wood on top and then you hit the hammer like that. That way you can get it nice and flush in there and it's nice and solid itself. Hey, mijo. So yeah, let me get those screws in there, repeat the process over before I run out of daylight. All right. Now I'm going to be measuring the doors. Got those at 31 inches, which is 2 feet 7 inches. 31. And 31. Speed square them. Line it up flat. Carbon dispenser. Do that. Safety goggles. Get your clamps on. Once you're done your measurements, you get them over here. Clear your space. Give her a blow. Line up your blade. Since this is a small board and my little thing runs out right here, so I gotta let me bring it on a little bit closer over here. It might get noisy, but look, see how it runs out? So I gotta eyeball the blade from right there and then do the cut. I'm getting pretty good at it, so y'all go check me out. Just line her up, eyeball it right there, let her rip. Work love! With the diablo! I mean, woo! Check out her spin. Ain't no brakes there, Holmes. This one's I didn't measure this one, so this one's extra actual. Let me hit the little clamps in here. Well, you know what I'm doing. Now we're gonna put it. Now this is actually 2 foot 7 inches. 2 foot 7 inches. Make sure when you get your wood, you check it out and make sure it doesn't have a lot of knots in it where you're gonna work in. You don't want knots in your wood while you're working on it. All right, you know what I'm saying? You get in review. But yeah, put my little line up. Hasta para atrás, mijo. Get back. Get back, Jack. All right, now put your clamp in. I'm only gonna use one because, you know what I'm saying? You got me said chingon. So here we go. I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was some chispas. Ooh, nothing burned. That's fresh wood. That's a fresh blade. All right, here are my measurements. You just what? That just went in your sandal? Yeah. Make sure things are nice and even. Como así. You know what I'm saying? And then for your this is gonna be the main door, the top one. And then for the measurements, since I did only 12 inches, and these are 3 and 3, so that's 6 already, right? You're gonna do another little 6-inch board, 2 of them. So basically 2 6-inch ones, 2 6-inch ones like that. And then let me get you on the camera, right? 2 6-inch like that, and this is gonna be my door, right? Let me go get another one from over there. So, or actually, you can probably cut one of these little small ones instead of cutting a whole big plank. I'm gonna measure it and see what that measures, and just basically do that. Let me put you guys a little bit more back. You're gonna I'm gonna be drilling those holes like I did with the big bit, and then the little bit. It's gonna cost me a little work, but it's gonna be a nice little frame. Nice little frame where I could use for a door. Nice sturdy little frame, actually. A nice little door. And then I'm gonna slide this in there, and then I'm gonna use my little hinges and connect it. Then I'm gonna put the piece of chicken wire in the back. You'll see right now when I'm done. I'm gonna make this video no more longer, you know, I keep saying that. Okay guys, see how these clamps come in handy big time? I mean, let me whiten her up real quick. See how these clamps come in handy big time, man? Shit. Look at that. Clamp those in, nice and tight. You know what I'm saying? And they're even on both ends. Let me show you. See how it hits at 30? 30. I'm not even doing it right, It's already checked out. It's 30 and 30 on both ends. So, well, it goes from the 25 down and it meets up at the 30, like that flush, or however you want to call it, on both ends. So it's good and even. You know, I measured right. I did the nice little cuts. And I'm getting better at it, you know. Practice only makes better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill the 2 big holes like I did over there on the side of that board, that bottom board over there. You guys can see. But yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing on all 4 corners, drill the holes, and that's what I'm gonna do for this door and the other door, which is the 12-foot door. And I use those pieces of little scrap wood. So I always gotta keep your scrap wood around because you never know when you might need another little small piece to make a board or whatever, and it'll save you some wood. So keep your little pieces of scrap wood around. You never know. All right, guys, let me finish up these holes and stuff and line them up. Like I said, I'm gonna be eyeballing them and stuff like that. I'll be using the big drill bit, the little drill bit, and stuff. You'll see. You'll pick up a little things like that. So see you in a bit. All right, I got the big holes drilled in on all 4 corners. I've only went in maybe that much of the drill bit, just enough so when I put the other one, this other drill bit, it could go in there as much as possible. So when I put in these screws, the screws will reach in there and grab good to the other side. So I repeated that process for all 4 sides. You want to get the drill bit that's bigger than your screw head, so your screw head will fit in there flush, and your drill bit will as well. This little piece right there will fit in good. Yeah. So you're gonna stick this one in there. You're gonna drill a nice little hole. Make sure you center it nice and good. Don't just stick it in there sideways or like that. Just center it nice and good and drill a hole. And that one at least will reach up into like right here, you know, like that. So we'll have a nice little pilot hole to start. All right, guys. So that's that. Get the wide angle. Alrighty, fellers. I got both doors done. I'm just trying to see because instead of 6 inches for the middle board, it was actually 7. So it can fit nice and flush. But a good thing that that kind of came out because I did want to put like one of those little slider trays, like how that cage has it right there, the little sliding tray. So I'm probably gonna build another little tray in the bottom. So this little gap that it has right there, I'll be using that as an advantage. So my wrong measurements will still be all right. Now, on those right there, you probably want to use the 2-inch bit so you can sit them in there nice and flush because a little short bit was falling short, and some of my screws are not all the way screwed in, but it's still solid. It's not gonna bust or nothing. And it's not like I'm holding a big animal in there, so that little part won't be a problem. But before you do put the doors on there, go ahead and put the mesh on the behind each door. And staple it onto there, measure the size. And then once you get it there, you're going to bring it over here so we can start doing the little measurements of where we're going to put the hinges. And then I'll put the locks right here. And then I got to figure out how to put the roof and then this little screen right here. And we'll be finished. Start putting in the ornaments and stuff and then put the birds in there by tonight. Alright guys, I kind of skipped a couple of steps. Took off. I had my brother help me because my doors came out crooked as shit. So he gave me a little tip. He said, grab some little features. I can't even turn on the flash right now. I'll get your flash. You know, flash. It's all dark and shit. My bad. So I had to grab some fucking bottle caps. I'm sure you can see it right there. A little bottle cap. And, hold on, guys. I'm going to come right back. I'm going to put the flash on real quick. Okay. Wearing flash. I guess you can do wide angle with flash. That's why I wasn't giving you that option. So, here's what I did. I grabbed 3 foot for right here. And then 4 foot for the top. I ran one straight sheet over the top because I wasn't going to get my ass in there and do it like the other ones. So one straight sheet through the top all the way to the bottom. Stapled it. The reason why I didn't want to do it is because I didn't want that showing. But I'm going to buy something else to cover up all those staples and shit. And the doors, I had to lower down this bar and change this door because it was all crooked. So now I have this little lock here, but I have to move these little circle hooks. Oh, sharper guys. That and then this little door right there. And then you just hook it like so. And There's your, again, excuse me, mess in the background. There's your bird cage, flight cage. It's my little model. I did it. The reason why I did it, that one large door like that, is I'm pretty sure the birds are gonna be up here when I'm out here around it. They're gonna be far away, so I can get down low and open this big door. Open this big door. Even look at that. See what I'm talking about? So now I gotta do a little minor sanding or see what's doing that. I think it's this nail right here actually. Or something. I'm gonna figure out what that is. I could just easily grab some sandpaper and fix that little small problem. But yeah. I had to remove those bolts and drop it a scotch, but it only one, so it's still supported. Like I said, it was already fit nice and tight, so with one screw is already good. But yeah, that's it right there. I'm just gonna be putting in some the dowel rods. I got 1/2-inch dowel rods, 48 inches long. I got 3 of them. I'm gonna be putting diagonal, one this way, one that way, and then maybe one over there, so they can have still the center to fly around and just have all the other stuff. Sorry about that. I'm over here talking, explaining and shit, but I don't remember about the camera. Keep doing that. I gotta work on this, so I'm just gonna keep my eyes on the camera. I'm gonna be doing, like, you know, the little dowels over here and shit, torpedo, shit like that, and then I'm gonna hang some little of their ornaments and stuff. Oh yeah, look at my little dove. I got 2 mourning doves and my budgies. But yep, let me get their stuff in there, and then you'll be seeing them in there right now. Ahí está, era. Alrighty, guys. Look, I'm done. Look, I'm done. I'm tired, man. I'm fucking tired. Oh, I gotta give them their water. So, what you do for this water I got, you remove it from here in this little ghetto hole I put in there, right? You know, so you can fit this little ass. I don't know how the fuck they're gonna drink water out of that, but they are. And then you stick it in through right there, so, and you put it in. And that's the water. I'm gonna give them water right now. They got water down there, so it's not like they don't got water. There's the food, the original ones. That's how I used to feed them. So I'm pretty sure they know they know that. God damn it! It's fucking fencing this thing. Well, they're in there. So you guys can see kind of top view right there. Oh. Look at that camera, man. Some of those green ones, they bit the shit out of me. Blue one didn't have a chance. I put them in submission. Pigeons, they went calm. Those are 2 mourning doves that my mom's boyfriend's brother caught in the fields. And that's the feeder right there. They're probably gonna spill it as I see. Fucking $8 at Petco. That's what you get in a little exterior or you know, a little feeder you can access from the outside. There we go. I'm over here trying to fucking find the name. And then I got him that little thing. I forgot what that is, but I got it at Walmart for $1 something. That's my new one, little male. See, now he has room to fly around and exercise his little his little wings. But yeah, look at my Betty, how she turned out. Came back from the groomers today. Fucking $50 right there with all the knots she had. And then also, this down there. Oh no, he's not. He's probably in there with her, old boy. But yeah, actually I still have some planks out of the 12. Looks like you only need 8 of them for this project, including your little scraps. So keep your scraps and stuff like that. Yeah, there she is, a little budgie aviary, well / little flight cage. It's not an aviary because aviary would better walk in there. My big ass not fit into them little doors. So actually I put my little nephew in there, my little nephew and my cousin's, my nephew's son. So yeah, but I still have to stick a little wire in there and see how I can fix that right there, because that stayed open right there. That one right there and one up there in the corner. But that's fine. That bird's not gonna get out there right there. It's just for looks and pet peeves of me anyways. It's just those 2 little pockets. That ain't that big. That ain't that big. It's just that little thing right there. I mean, that's because of the close-up. There you go. It's a little minor one. Oh, she's drinking water. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this video is going to be long as shit. But thank you for watching if you stuck around to the very end. And, yeah, it's my cage again. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And hit that bell notification. There it is compared to my big ass sliding door. That's how big the cage is. I was thinking of putting it right under the thing right there. I might move it later on if the fucking goat doesn't get better, like, you know, if it dies. Hopefully it doesn't. I'm praying that it doesn't. But it, I swear to God, it has not came out all day. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go check on it, and I haven't turned on the light from the chickens, so that's a bad thing. It's dark back here. Oh no, she's still over here, but look what she's doing on my fucking AC, bro. Yeah. That's why I bought those fucking planks. Don't worry. You're gonna be okay. You okay? What's wrong with you? You sick? Are you fucking starting to get a runny nose? You are. Oh, you got a cold. That's what's wrong with you. You're cold, huh? Is that why you got the shits? No, man. Why does she have the shits? If you guys can tell me, let me know why she's got the squirts, dude. She was shitting little pebbles all over the place, everything good. And all of a sudden, she's fucking shitting those fucking nasty piles of chorro. I'm like, that's bad. When I used to see that happen to the cows, the little calves up there in Terlinda, man, that was bad. I was, I'm already asleep. And so we're going, wakey, puto. There we go. That's another. The little chickens, Farmer John Holmes, all of them made it. Look at my turkeys and my Cornish. They still got water. They got food. Look, they kind of hit the food. That bitch was that one. I mean, that one. Shit. Oh yeah, my little bird rocks. Can y'all tell me why they have, two of them have it hella white like that in the front, and then the rest are normal like that? But there's two of them that have a hella white. Why is that? Are those males? Or what? Or cockerels, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I hope I didn't wake the little birdie. But yeah, guys, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Shazam.
12, the people's choice.